Chris here, and today we are flipping through the Zombie Tarot. I know the box says Oracle, but this is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith system, so you will see the standard cards that you are used to seeing in a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is one of the decks that I purchased specifically for Samhain. I like to use spookier or kind of Halloween themed or Samhain themed decks throughout this time of the year, and this is one that I picked up recently. I think the box itself is super cute. It's pretty sturdy, and it has cute little stuff on the side of the box. In the event of a zombie attack, get to a secure location, open this box, and consult the Zombie Tarot. This fully functional 78 card deck offers valuable advice on life, love, family, friendship, automatic firearms, premature burials, cannibalistic children, and more. The enclosed instruction book shows you how to interpret all 78 cards and provides helpful tips on giving a reading. So very cute, very just adorably themed. I guess you can't really call zombies adorable, but it does retail for $16.99 US. And let's get this open. It does have some more like kind of fun details on the side. Zombie Tarot, prediction, protection, and it's got bullets. And then here is the guidebook. It's kind of interesting. It's a little bit smaller, but it's not exactly I wouldn't call it a little white book. So we'll take a look at that in a bit here. And then here are the cards. So these are the backs. They are not fully reversible, so they do have kind of they do have artwork that, you know, has kind of one direction. They don't have that mirror image. They are ungilded, just the plain cut edges here. The cardstock is pretty standard for a mass market deck. Not the flimsiest I've seen, that's for sure. I think it'll be pretty standard to shuffle. It's pretty standard tarot card size. So let's go ahead and get started with the flip through. that is our flip through of the Zombie Tarot. So let's go ahead and give these a shuffle. The cardstock is actually a little bit nicer than I had originally thought. It's a little thicker, but the actual quality of the cardstock's pretty nice, especially when it comes to how the images show up on it. So I will say the only difference I really saw in it is that Pentacles was renamed, the suit of Pentacles was renamed Hazards. But I didn't see any other cards renamed. But I thought the artwork was super interesting if you are into that kind of like zombie vibe, or that's kind of the aesthetic that you'd like for the month. Definitely doesn't disappoint. Let's go ahead and do our deck interview, and we will ask those same questions that we always ask. What are your strengths as a deck? What types of readings are you best at? And what card best describes your personality? And for that last one, we will read directly from the guidebook, and then we will review that. So let's draw some cards. Okay, so for the first question we asked, what are your strengths as a deck? And we got the Page of Wands. And that often talks about creativity and new ideas, and enthusiasm. So just being excited about the future and what it holds and where you're going in life. So this deck is, I feel like, really good about helping you to figure out what your passions are, what you're excited about, and what new opportunities lie in front of you. So next we asked, what type of readings are you best at? And we drew the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords often brings to mind painful endings, betrayal. You think of that typical Rider-Waite-Smith card with the figure on the ground with 10 swords in their back. But often the 10 of Swords points to the worst of it has already happened. You know, there's hope. There is something coming in the future that will be better than what you have experienced. Even though this current situation was bad, it's as bad as it's getting. And basically it's there to provide you hope for the future. So this deck says that it's good at finding the hope in situations that seem pretty bleak. And finally, what card best describes your personality? We drew the Star. And I'm going to go ahead and read directly from the guidebook on that one. The Star. Recognition, inspiration, achievements. You're on the right track for the important things in life, while good luck and a fresh attitude bring new opportunities. Take a minute to revel in your accomplishments, then move on to the next level of awesome. Others look to you for inspiration and guidance while scraping zombie goo off their shoes. What's your plan? So let's talk about the guidebook in a little bit more detail. So we have the kind of weird shape that it is, which I find pretty fun. And then it's published by Quirk Books. The instruction booklet was written by Stacy Graham. The cards were illustrated by Paul Keppel and Ralph Gironi of Headcase Designs. So then there's just a contents page. And basically kind of an introduction to the deck, understanding suits and numbers. So it just kind of talks about a little blurb about each of the suits and each of the numbers in the tarot. Then it tells you how to conduct a reading. And it's got a couple of spreads for you here. Oh, actually, it's got a few spreads. The gravestone, the eyeball, the broken heart, the beginner, the severed head. So that is interesting. Then it goes into the majors. So obviously it's got all the majors, their kind of keywords and little blurbs about each. Then it goes into the minor arcana and right into the Ace of Cups. After all the cards, there are these like little, they look like what you'd find in the back of a little magazine from the 40s or whatever. Little coupons and ads and things. I think this deck was very well done. The artwork is definitely interesting. I don't really know what else to say about it. Like you have a little baby page chomping on a bone here and a severed leg underneath the high chair. So interesting. And it's like 1940s meets zombie apocalypse. So super interesting theme. I really dig it. I think it's pretty fun. If you like a good themed deck, I think it is worth picking up. That's my flip through of the Zombie Tarot. If you want to pick this deck up for yourself, I will leave the details on where you can get it in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching.